Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto Future channel. How are you all doing? For the past few months, the crypto market's been on a downward trend, especially when it comes to altcoins. A lot of them are down over 50% just this year. Times like these obviously don't feel great, especially for those of us holding some of these coins. Not even Bitcoin is safe. It's already dropped more than 20% from its all-time high. But those of us who've been in the game for a few years know that these moments of panic, doubt, and uncertainty are temporary. And eventually, they always turn into those moments we look back on with regret, wishing we'd bought more. These are the times when successful investors are made and where real money is earned. Because let's be honest, hey, it's pretty hard to get rich buying at all-time highs. The big players are the ones buying while everyone else is scared and holding on until the hype returns, just to sell it back to those same people who panicked and sold low. Except now, they're buying it at much higher prices. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should go and buy any altcoin just because it dropped 50, 70, or even 90%. Not all of them are coming back. In fact, only a few will. Bear markets like this are perfect for clearing out weak, useless projects and making room for stronger altcoins with solid fundamentals. These are the ones that'll go viral and hit new all-time highs. So today, we're going to try and find them before it's too late. If you want to know the top 5 cryptocurrencies to invest in for 2025, make sure you stick with me until the end of this video. Sonic. This is the token for the brand new Sonic network, created by Sonic Labs. Yep, the evolution of what we used to know as Phantom and its FTM token. But this isn't just a simple rebrand or a name change like we've seen with other projects. This is a completely new network, faster, more scalable, and way more efficient. Not only does it offer a better experience for users, but the team also focused hard on building an ecosystem that developers actually want to work with. The idea is to attract devs to build and launch their apps right on this network, and it worked perfectly. As of now, Sonic is one of the fastest growing ecosystems in all of crypto, and the best part? Almost no one is talking about it yet. We've already seen over 10 DEX launch, plus lending platforms, passive income protocols, gaming projects, NFTs, AI, real-world assets, and even infrastructure designed to bring big institutions on board. The Sonic ecosystem is booming right now. Its TVL keeps growing fast, and there's a steady inflow of stablecoins entering the network every week. We know Andre Cronje, one of the most respected names in DeFi, is behind the project. And right now, the chart looks like it's forming a bottom before heading back up, especially with the macro and traditional markets also starting to recover. So this could be a great chance to check out this new network, test out the different protocols in its ecosystem, and maybe even start stacking some of its tokens before the next big move. Oh, and of course, it's also worth digging into the early stage gems being born in this ecosystem right now. Ethereum. Ethereum is the main blockchain in crypto when we talk about smart contracts. Yeah, even though Solana is currently the most popular network among retail investors and the general public, when institutions and banks start moving in with serious money and launching their products on the blockchain, trust me, they're not going to choose the one known for launching 1 million meme coins a day. They're going to go with the blockchain that's been around the longest, the one that's stable, secure, and reliable, Ethereum. Ethereum is the foundation of everything we know today as Web3, and it's the chain where we'll see true adoption and real institutional growth. These big players aren't going to risk their capital on newer networks, even if they're faster or cheaper. Banks and major companies will play it safe, and Ethereum is by far the most established ecosystem in the entire crypto space. That's why even if some retail investors think Ethereum is boring or outdated, it's actually the best long-term investment if you believe the global financial system is moving onto the blockchain. BlackRock is already building this future, step by step, on Ethereum. They're partnering with the biggest projects in the ecosystem, all while most people are still bearish on ETH. And that brings us to another key point. We can also be bullish from a speculative perspective. Right now, we're seeing an all-time record number of shorts opened against Ethereum. In other words, everyone is expecting ETH to go down, and when that happens, we usually know what comes next: a strong short squeeze and a big move to the upside. Then there's the ETFs. Sure, they didn't have nearly the same impact as Bitcoin ETFs, but that could be about to change. BlackRock has said that Ethereum spot ETFs are underperforming because staking isn't allowed yet. The SEC approved these ETFs, but they don't currently let investors earn passive rewards from staking ETH. BlackRock says that could soon change with the new administration, and if that happens, I expect a major spike in demand for ETH spot ETFs. And even more so when the Fed starts cutting interest rates and ends QT. That's when risk appetite really kicks in. All of this is expected to happen this year, and when it does, you'll want to be holding a good amount of ETH. That's why today's prices feel like a gift. At least for those of us who know how to be patient. Sui! This is one of the most hyped blockchains lately, and it's been getting the attention of more and more investors. Sui is a Layer 1 blockchain, developed by Miston Labs, a team of former Meta engineers who worked on Zuckerberg's blockchain project that never actually launched. They were building DM and created the Move programming language, which is what SUI is built on. It makes it super simple for developers to build apps, and the network itself was designed to directly compete with giants like Ethereum and Solana, focusing on speed, scalability, and a smooth user experience. From a tech perspective, this is one of the strongest blockchains out there. It's secure, lightning fast, and has basically zero fees, and that's exactly why it's seeing huge adoption, not just from users but from developers launching new projects. More and more successful protocols are popping up in the SUI ecosystem. If we look at the TVL of the network, it's pretty impressive. There's over $1 billion currently locked across its protocols, and many of them have performed really well, especially considering the current state of the market. Also, SUI was recently added to Phantom Wallet, which is great news given how fast that wallet is growing in users. And even more, there's already been a spot ETF proposal for SUI filed with the SEC in the US, which could get approved soon and bring even more institutional exposure. Let's not forget, SUI is also part of the World Liberty portfolio, the crypto project tied to the Trump family. So yeah, there are plenty of reasons to be bullish on this one. And it's not just hype. If you've ever used SUI, you know it's a solid network with real utility and use cases. All in all, it's a pretty solid bet when you take everything into account. Right now, like most altcoins, SUI is going through a correction, which could actually be one of the best entry points we'll see. Of course, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research and make your own calls. But in my opinion, SUI is looking like a great buy at these levels. Ondo. We've talked about this one many times on the channel, and for good reason. It's a project focused on the tokenization of real-world assets. Basically, bringing traditional assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, and anything else you can imagine onto the blockchain. This is the future of finance, and BlackRock knows it. That's why they're heavily backing this narrative and have formed strong partnerships with this project specifically. Ondo is building its own blockchain, securing major partnerships with traditional finance players, and is planning to launch an exchange for stocks and other assets directly on-chain in 2025. So there's a lot of exciting stuff ahead for this one, and I expect it to continue growing rapidly. Kotai. This is the main gem in the Cardano ecosystem, and it's a blockchain infrastructure project mainly focused on fast, scalable, low-fee payments. Unlike most blockchains, Kotai uses a technology called DAG, which allows it to process over 100,000 transactions per second, something that's absolutely key if it wants to become the foundation of a global payment system. Kotai is built for businesses and governments that want to create their own stablecoins or digital payment systems. It's also the backbone behind JED, Cardano's own stablecoin. So why invest in COTI? Well, with global adoption of blockchain and digital assets growing every day, this is a key project that many companies or even countries might turn to when getting into this space. On top of that, Cardano itself has been gaining a lot of traction in the US and has seen strong price action recently. And if the interest in Cardano continues, it's likely that investors will start seeking more risk and hunting for the top gems in the ecosystem to boost their gains. And Kotai is the #1 token those investors are going to chase. And that's it, guys. Those are the top 5 cryptocurrencies I believe are worth keeping an eye on for 2025. As always, this isn't financial advice, just my opinion based on what I'm seeing in the market right now. So make sure to do your own research before making any decisions. Let me know in the comments which of these projects you're most bullish on, or if there's any other gem you think should have made the list. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.